What in the world is happening with Blue Box Game Studios' abandoned PlayStation 5 exclusive Silent Hill Hideo Kojima? What are you guys doing? Let's talk about it. What is up, SmackNPie here, and welcome to a very special video. I wanted to do this video yesterday or a day before, but I waited, and I'm glad I waited because we got some incredible stuff. Now, if you don't know, a while back Sony in one of the events revealed a game. They said it's a first-person true cinematic survival horror game. The trailer wasn't all that great in terms of voiceover specifically, but it looked really intriguing to me. There were some issues like the smoke particles looked a lot janky, but I was like, you know what, it's early in development, I'll take it. Looked really intriguing, and I was like, I'm in. It had a lot of Silent Hill and Resident Evil ambience, the scary Resident Evil ambience. I'm talking about like Resident Evil 7 opening scene. Yeah. So if you haven't already, TLDR, there's an account going on by the name of Blue Box Game Studios, and they got a game which is supposedly the developers behind that game. They said that they will have a title reveal, the game title reveal, as well as the gameplay reveal itself on June 22nd. But the things that they've been posting is a lot, not cryptic, but it's very interesting, it's very intriguing, and it has taken us down to a rabbit hole that I love. I love this. Thank you. Gaming community has been missing this, and it coming immediately after E3. Yes, give me more of that. So I'm gonna give you a rundown. Made amazing post that is by this person named Aid This Hello User. And they made this post compiling all the things that has happened that could lead this to either Kojima or Silent Hill. Let's see what we have here. So they said, here are all the possible hints that Blue Box Game Studios is related to Kojima and Silent Hill. Honestly, there's just so much that I couldn't keep track of it, so I was like, you know what, let me find a boiled down version of this. Like, I know everything that has been happening, so let's see what we have here. So they said, there are several points that hints towards Abandon, the game name, the placeholder until it's actually revealed very soon, being Silent Hill, and Blue Box Studios being actually a studio opened by Kojima. I've tried to compile at all the ones I could find for a moment. So before I start that, now let me say two things. Number one, they said that they have top talented voiceovers for this game, which is funny because that comes after people were criticizing the trailer for having a terrible voiceover. I thought she was fine, but for a PlayStation 5 exclusive, I mean, we could have done a bit better. And secondly, they said that they have 7 studios outsourcing them for this game. What? And people have never heard of this studio? Where is all this coming from? Where is all this going? Let's go through it one at a time. It started with the first tweet that started also. The tweet that said that the actual game name from the Abandoned starts with S and ends with L. Of course, that is the tweet that made it go viral. They got a ton of followers after that. People were like, hold on a second, starting with L, ending with L, Silent Hill, and it got even crazier because a lot of industry insiders started following them, mainly Jeff Keighley, and I know he's not an insider, but he's still big, and that's why people were starting reporting on this, and it got worse. So the next one says, Hideo Kojima used a fake studio when teasing both Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain, and PT. The one for PT was named 7780 Studio, and the one for Metal Gear Solid was from Sweden. So I remember the Moby Dick Studio. That mess. I remember that. They were out there saying, oh, you really think that we are Metal Gear Solid? You're comparing us with that? They got nothing to do with us, and something like that. It wasn't as subtle as this one, which is why it makes this intriguing and interesting, but it was something like this of similar. So they have done in the past, so they know what they're doing. That's why a lot of people are like, nah, we're not having this. Even when the developers came out and said that we have nothing to do with Silent Hill, Konami, Kojima, no, we got nothing to do with that. People are like, sure, you think we're gonna believe you? Like, people are digging up their past, whether it be LinkedIn or their company numbers and all that stuff, and nothing is coming out. So this like popped out of nowhere. That is why it is intriguing, and it's very like suspicious. The third one is that Abandoned received a short teaser trailer on PlayStation YouTube channel alongside a blog post hinting for a release later this year. So it was at like Q4 of 2021. But it's interesting because they said Silent Hill composer also teased a new game reveal for summer 2021. Now, although that was shot down by Konami, I think Konami can lie. Kojima can lie. Unfortunately, it's pretty normal in gaming industry for developers to outright bluntly lie, whether it be CD Projekt Red for Cyberpunk 2077 or either be Naughty Dog for putting Joel in the trailer. Spoilers alert, he was dead as heck. Actually, it was Jesse. So I think I'm pretty used to developers lying, no matter how good the intentions are. So I'm sorry, I'm not buying it. I know, I'm gonna wear my tinfoil hat and I'm gonna wear the clown makeup and I'm gonna get clowned if it's not Silent Hill. I like where this is going, okay? As I said, the animated PlayStation Studio logo that plays ahead of the first-party games glows blue for a moment, creating a blue box. You see what's going on here? We're reading too much into it. Then Kojima on his Instagram posted a picture with a box that had a little bit of blue in it. We're reaching. Come on, y'all. We're reaching at this point. Then Kojima recent tweet with the word Silent Hill, so he had books that showed in that this is silent and it was by something at the end that said Hill. I know, guys, we're reaching, but relax. Alright, stay with me here. There are no saved trademarks for Blue Box Game Studios, but their trailer claimed they do, so that at the bottom it says Blue Box Game Studios, but officially they have nothing. Blue Box Game Studios' YouTube banner is a bunch of hills with fog. Come on, guys. The Blue Box Game Studios logo is basically PlayStation Studios logo's color inverted. So this is more towards it being a PlayStation 5 exclusive and Sony having a deal for Silent Hill specifically for PlayStation 5. That would be huge. I know the last few points we're reaching here a little bit, but stay with me. The Twitter handle for Blue Box Game Studios is BB Game Studios, a possible Death Stranding reference. Blue Box Game Studios appears to have been founded in 2015, exactly 1 year after the release of PT and right around the time Kojima was going through his breakup with Konami. I'll take the L on this one. Blue Box Game Studio only other game named The Whisperer was completed by another studio, and its icon, it's a black handprint, just like in Death Stranding. Then we have Hassan Kahramani. Initials are the same as Hideo Kojima, so he is the guy attached to Blue Box Game Studios, which, if this is a ploy, well done, because he knew the people are gonna go into the LinkedIn profiles, and that's how they found this. Hassan HK, Hideo Kojima HK, come on, guys. Hassan has an account on PSN that is titled Sneaky Warrior with a total number of trophies 1238, the same for the Japanese Silent Hill commercial. Wow. Sneaky Warrior, again, Hassan, played a game that isn't available on the PS Store that is using Siren Head as an image. Junji Ito reacted to Siren Head a few months ago and implied about working with Kojima. Come on, guys. There's just way too much evidence here to be like, nah. I mean, yes, we are reaching, but like the more you look into it, the more it's like, hold on a second. It is kind of sort of coming together. Yes, sure, we are setting ourselves for disappointment. Come on, you cannot lie that this is some fun shizzle. Hideo, translated from Japanese to Turkish, means Kahraman, which is the last name of Hassan, the head of Blue Box Game Studios. Both of their names means hero in their respective language. Oh my god, their narrative is there. And finally, Hassan does have an Apple Store profile with a bunch of low quality asset flip game under his belt. The only app that's not a game is called Go Fit XL, which sits under the health and fitness category. The description of this app says at one point, personal training PT programs. Alright, listen, most of it, I know, we're reaching and chatting bullcrap for that, alright, come on, alright, I know, I'll be the first one to say, we're setting ourselves up for disappointment, we're looking too much into it, but one thing I will defend myself here is that unlike so many of other, if this doesn't turn out to be Silent Hill, I'm still intrigued to see what this game is about. I'm not gonna clown the developers for doing something like this. Hey, it is internet, you gotta grind, do whatever. But one thing you can never do is mess with Silent Hill fans. We've been begging for a remake, remaster, a new entry in the franchise, anything, and we're not getting it. And Resident Evil is reaching its peak with back-to-back remakes, back-to-back hits, Resident Evil 7, Resident Evil Village. Anyways, guys, what do you think is happening? I feel like we're setting ourselves up for disappointment, but it's a pretty fun ride. It's a pretty fun journey. I will be here covering this game, whatever it turns out to be. If it's Silent Hill, hell yeah. If it's not, I'll still cover the game because it looks interesting. It seems like they're going for a much darker approach. And one thing I wanted to say before we end the video is that the devs did come out and said that nobody has seen the gameplay itself. Nobody has seen the game in its full form. Nobody has seen the official game. The teasers we've seen was just put together for the announcement. And it was pretty sneakily added into the event. So gotta give props to whoever is behind this, because either this is gonna be an amazing marketing for Silent Hill or it's gonna be a giant waste of doo-doo. It doesn't have to be Silent Hill for all we know. If it's just around the same block, we'll take it. Make sure you subscribe, notifications on, make sure to follow me on Twitter and send it to SmackNPie, and I'll see you in the next video. Until then, take care and peace.